Welcome back to one more episode of Disco Elysium. My name's World Undone. Thank you for joining me on this adventure, and it has been quite the adventure. For me, at least. I've been having a blast with this game. We're about to go into a pretty scary situation, because we've just decided to break into somebody's apartment. Let's equip our flashlight. Might help us see a little bit better. So we've unlocked the door just like Mr. Evrart Claire has asked us to do. Turns out this person's a bit of a hello. What's this? Ooh. Well, this gives me conceptualization -1 suggestion. Sure. Seems to have a few more just positives. And it doesn't look ridiculous when I wear it with a tie. Okay, so... what was I just saying? Phew. A little scared about that. Yeah, let's rob this guy's stuff. He's a racist. A small suitcase full of clothes. Guests are staying over? If you say so. Alright, Kim doesn't seem to have anything to say about this guy, so we'll leave. Oh, hello. That smoker up there could be a witness. Talk to him. I didn't have the option to talk to him before. At least I don't think so. Can't check that out.
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
He says in a quiet voice. Despite the cold, his shirt hangs unbuttoned on his frame. Why are you whispering? Sounds like you're already in trouble.
There's no trouble. I'm just speaking in a lowered voice.
He says, sotto voice.
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Actually, the gendarmerie really needs to talk to you.
Is it really that important?
He asks you, adjusting his shirt.
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
Oh, my half-light is back. It used to be completely gone. But now it's back.
Alright, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Can you tell me your name?
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
You know, I kind of doubt that.
Martin Martinez? Good local name. Let's go with that.
Sure. Looks like you've got a good view of the Whirling's backyard. Can you tell me anything about the hanging?
I can tell that you finally got him down. Thank you. It was quite a disturbing sight, even by Martinez standards.
What were you doing last Sunday?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
No.
Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching?
Right. Did I?
No, not you. Some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
The lieutenant takes out his little blue notebook and writes something down. Interesting.
Last week? I don't know. Look.
He looks around the courtyard again. Snow blankets the old patio chairs and dead houseplants. And all the neighboring windows are black. I just noticed it's snowing outside.
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
I had a friend over.
Oh, what kind of friend?
It was my Sunday friend.
Sunday friend.
Makes sense. Friends are nice on Sunday. You don't have to work. You can just spend time with pals, watching rugby and drinking beer.
Don't know why that was an authority. What's your friend's real name? Did he see something?
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. Under the grey sky, snow continues to pile on the neighboring windowsills.
Let's see if we can get this guy's real name.
My name?
Martin Martinez.
My name?
Martin Martinez.
No, we just get the same failure
Let's go with that.
over
No.
and over again.
We won't.
He takes one last drag of his cigarette before stubbing it out on the snowy balcony with a dying hiss.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Nice.
This
Yes.
isn't the place or time for questions. Who knows who might be watching from the distance, hidden behind the curtains.
Hey, listen. I'm just trying to make things okay again. Can we meet again somewhere else?
For a moment, The man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable. Something moves in the depths of his feline eyes. Compassion and a hint of understanding. There's snow gathering on his hair and on his shoulders. A speckle of white against the purple that hangs loose on his slender frame.
I am sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for.
His voice is soft and deliberate. With a flick of his wrist, he sends the cigarette butt sailing over the rail.
But, hold on. What's that? For a split second, his hand lingers, as though gesturing towards a stone placed right next to the front door.
Uh-huh.
It's a sign.
Good luck with the investigation.
He walks away. I get it. There's a key hidden there. Gotta wait for this guy to walk away. Maybe see where he lives. So is it that stone?
He's gone.
The lieutenant puts away his notebook and turns to you. We should run after him, see where he went.
No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself.
So, we just give up?
He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case.
I can think of a few examples, or a couple. One is Measurehead, the other is the Scab. Also, Hardy's boys, specifically Mr. Hardy himself. I think it's Hardy.
He did leave us a sign. Did you see that? He wanted to draw our attention to that stone right over there.
The lieutenant nods towards a small rock on a soggy patch of grass. It's probably a key.
If we find a way inside the building, we can ask around for his apartment.
Great, let's do that. So, yep, here it is.
A stone like any other, lying in a whirl of sleet and mud. Maybe there's something under it.
Maybe. Let's turn it over and find
There's
out.
a key beneath it,
Yeah.
rusty from the dirt.
Anybody could have picked up that phone because I called it.
This must be for the front door. Pity it doesn't have the apartment number on it. This building has many apartments and the man can be in any of them.
How are we going to find the right one?
We'll just have to go in and see.
Alright. We can do that later. So we can ask around. Now we have access to this place. What I want to do is to talk to Evrart Claire. You have anything to say, Kuno S?
Trying to sneak up on me?
Not really. What about you?
Just an ordinary.
If you say so. Right, I don't really want to talk to Joyce again without getting the drug trafficking investigated. You're a person who I could have a conversation with, but... Claire first. Hello? The book is titled Man from Hjelmdal and the Wild Fire. Okay. How close are we to leveling up? Very close. Maybe we should unlock a new thought slot. We have White Morning. Don't know if I want to lose authority right now. 15th Indo tribe, huh? Sure. Alright, so that'll take a long time to internalize, but we've got time. At least right now we do. It's only the second day. And I feel like we've made... Ooh, the music got really sinister all of a sudden. I feel like we've made a ton of progress already. Now, I think a lot of the stuff we have to do is behind the canal. So there's other mysteries that we cannot quite unlock yet. I'm shocked that this game is fully voice acted. There's just so much here. Okay, I think I have a book. Oh, there is one thing I wanted to do. So, me and Kim are alone. What we're gonna do is interact with things. Not the book, not the mug, not the map, not the note. It was the bullet.
The bullet is safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp. Kim has filled out the label on the bag with the item number, case number, and date and location the bullet was found. Beside his orderly handwriting, the bullet looks especially sad, like a tiny, shriveled head of cauliflower.
What do I do with you, Bullet?
What?
You must not have heard me, Kim. Let me repeat myself. What do I do with you, Bullet?
Well, if I was the bullet, which I'm not, I would say find the weapon that shot me.
Good advice.
If we find who owns it, we will have likely found who used it, possibly to kill our victim.
Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I should have examined that earlier.
In conclusion, the more we know about this bullet of yours, the better.
Let's feel the bullet through the bag.
The squashed bullet has some sharp edges where the jacket has split open. It feels cold, even through the bag. You wouldn't ordinarily have cause to handle jacketed bullets. The citizens' militia uses cast bullets only. Little pebbles of metal loaded from the muzzle, usually in a cartridge.
Okay, so it wasn't an RCM gun. That's good. And it wouldn't make sense if it was our service weapon, because we only came into town due to the murder. So, yeah, we weren't even in this town until after the murder started. Let's inspect the bullet closer.
The jacket of the bullet is made of a yellowish metal. It has blossomed out to reveal a dark grey core. The base of the bullet is close to 5 millimeters in diameter.
Let's look at the jacket.
You can just about make out a few striations near the base of the bullet. Little hairlines, linear. It feels standard.
And the core?
It's quite destroyed. Some of the fragments are still lodged in the wound.
What can you say about the bullet so far?
It's a jacketed bullet close to 5 millimeters in
A
diameter.
jacketed bullet. Okay. It would have been shot from a military-grade breech-loading rifle, not from a muzzleloader, like those typically found on the streets of Martinez.
Wait, didn't we find a gun like that?
Highly unusual. The people of Revachol haven't carried breech-loading weapons like this for nearly half a century.
We did find a gun like that.
Even the RCM uses ordinary unjacketed conical bullets. This is strange. Very strange. I like this, officer. Strange means unique. Unique means incriminating. We need to find the gun that shot it.
Something tells you that won't be anytime soon. This'll have to be one of those epic tasks that's open for a while.
You say that, but I have a pretty high chance to pass this.
You can't remember what
Oh.
happened last week. What makes you think you're going to remember arcane firearm models?
Well, let's see if I have something that's going to increase my hand-eye coordination. What about something... Yeah, all this is fine. I could just upgrade my hand-eye coordination, because that was a really high chance. Or relatively high. I know I just checked this, but... So the real question is, can I interact with this again and get the
The
same
bullet
options?
is still
Yeah.
safely sealed away in a plastic bag.
Hand-eye coordination. Yeah, we've got the points to spare. We've got 5 points and we have 98 experience. So, hand-eye coordination. Where are you? Here you are. Beautiful. What is this? Oh yeah, fractured bullet. Easy. So let's go back.
The
Interact.
bullet is still safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp.
Let's try it.
A rifle.
Beautiful.
Revolution.
Wasn't even that high of a check.
Your bullet looks to be an old 4.46 millimeter from the surplus left over from the turn of the century. Probably an antique or a retrofitted antique.
I said it wasn't that high. The check is actually pretty high. Legendary, I think, is pretty darn high. But the number I rolled, 6, wasn't an amazing roll, but we had a really high chance to get it that time. So make.
The 4.46 caliber was widely used with the Belmargrave rifle, a Revacholian manufacturer. The BM dominated the battlefields of the Insulindian theater of the anti-centennial revolution 50 years ago.
Wait, the anti-centennial revolution 50 years ago, that was... Weird.
Incidentally,
Nice.
you have just such a rifle with you. The dusty old thing you found hidden in the basement below the commercial area. It's unusable, sadly. If it were, the bullet would probably fit the chamber.
So is anyone still making these rifles?
No, but Zeliger, a major firearm manufacturer, ended up with a surplus after the war. So there are still a lot of these old military rifles floating around, usually broken. The quality was appalling.
Who uses Bell Makarov rifles these days?
Antiques enthusiasts, guerrilla fighters in distant countries, a few lucky jamrock bangers. You're looking for the same thing you found in that hidden weapons cache, only in working order.
I could have sworn it was just pronounced cache. Especially because if it's a French word, wouldn't there be a accent mark on the E if it was cache?
What are you thinking? Bullet?
I think I know where this came from.
Okay. And?
The shot probably came from a Bell Makarov rifle.
An antique. That makes sense. There can't be many breech-loading rifles floating around in Martinez, or anywhere in Ravachon, really.
Why not?
Sure, there's some arms trafficking, but the laws prohibiting the use of breech loaders we inherited from the monarchy have been effective, from what I've seen. Some new RCM recruits get impatient with their muzzle loaders once they've trained with military-grade weapons, but they realize it's worth it in the end.
Prohibiting peacetime law enforcement to front-loaded rifles is a policy enforced by the Moralist International in all the nations of the Real Belt.
Makes you consider every shot. I like it.
Imagine if everyone, cops, citizens, had access to firearms that could shoot multiple rounds without pausing to reload. After the first shot, the second, third, and so on come much easier.
Wow, yeah, imagine that. I don't know if you can tell, but my accent's American, so it's pretty easy to imagine.
But back to the investigation.
Seems we're looking for an antiques enthusiast.
Doesn't seem that likely, but we'll check out all possible leads. Next step, finding the gun itself.
Alright, well. That was somewhat useful, and that was a nice autosave. So we've got a level up, new skill point. Let's head over to our good friend, Evrart I really do wish. I love this game so far. I wish the technical aspects were a lot better. There's a lot of glitches and stuff that I found. One of them, I think, was in the last episode. The
You're
game
back before
didn't quite crash, but it was, an error occurred. I don't know what went on there. You have something new to say, Leo?
Oh, hey, mister. No trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all. It's...
Yeah. Okay. Meet our friend. Anything new? Nothing highlighted. So, let's talk to this guy.
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as always. You don't have to sit down this time, since you've already sat on that chair.
I opened the door you asked me. Can we discuss the murder now?
I'm very glad to hear that, Harry.
Nice.
One question. You didn't actually happen to stumble in and see what's inside the apartment, did you?
I did happen to do that.
There is no way to sway this man in any direction. He is unsuggestible and unswayable. Just tell the truth.
Okay. I may have gone inside and seen a collection of racist mugs.
Just as I thought. Culturally antiquated mug collection. What a weasel. Pissing on Evrart's Rainbow Coalition.
Well, you do seem to hire people of color.
Now let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who's killed who and why. Real police work is gonna start happening now. I promise you, Harry, this is gonna be good.
Well, I don't know if you can make good on that promise, but the mug collection I mentioned was in the apartment. I found a similar mug in the trash with the hanged man's clothes.
Racist mugs in the trash and in the apartment? You guys are just light years ahead of me. I have so much confidence in the ability of your organization. I'm relieved you're doing this and leaving me to do what I do best. Helping people. With the power of politics.
Very friendly guy, isn't he?
Yes. Do you think this weasel is somehow connected to the murder?
Oh, no. I don't cross paths like that. All I want is for you to succeed in your investigation. I would never complicate things for you.
Right, but this weasel might have cleaned up after the killers.
Believe me, Harry, he's a nobody. Just your basement variety nobody. Can't imagine him being connected to a high-caliber case like this.
Not sure why you would need to threaten a garden variety nobody.
But he does live nearby. Maybe it's a pedantic weasel. Fascists are known to be neat freaks. I feel like a real detective right now, Harry. Am I getting this right?
He imitates bashing something with an imaginary baton. There's more to police work than whacking an imaginary baton.
Of course, Harry. I'm not a real police officer. You are.
Am I?
That's all he's going to say on this subject.
Well, who knows if it's a good lead, but I've heard about a connection between the lynching and the strike. I'd like to hear what you know about it.
By now, I'm sure you've figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys. Wild Pines. Sent to scare us. Another violent measure of the top hats against us flatcaps.
I'm listening.
Harry, this strike is the culmination of many, many mistakes made by the Wild Pines group. They tried to shut the strike down by sending in armed mercenaries.
You mean our victim?
A security contractor? Can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful protest, united in the spirit of fellowship, and they send hired killers to mow us down with machine gun fire? I'm talking beasts. Hardened killers from proxy wars in Yesut, Semenine, Saramoritsa, you name it, they've done it. Raping, killing, burning villages, killing little children for the Senorita Pineapple Company, Harry.
Banana Republics.
Everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant.
Hold on. You have a village elephant?
No, Harry, the elephant is metaphorical and so is the village, but the mercs and their brutality are very real.
Go on.
Now, I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there. I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my container.
Wait, they moved the container?
Yes, I'm an old man, Harry. My legs aren't what they used to be. They lift my office with that big crane. It's actually very fun. You should try it.
I am tempted, I'm not gonna lie.
But enough about me and my fun container. The killers the company hired, I think there were 3 of them, all hardened commando types.
Wait, 3? Really?
One of them got downright suicidal, getting drunk, violent, a little rapey. Even their own negotiator couldn't control him. That's your boy, the one who likes hanging out and trees.
Okay, Monica.
By negotiator, you mean Joyce?
Harry, what you need to realize is, we dock workers are not pushovers.
Why are you ignoring Kim?
We got grit, Harry. This whole neighborhood does. Push us hard enough and we push back. And when we do, we push to kill.
Wait, the whole neighborhood is in on it?
Potentially, Harry, potentially. We got arm wrestling champions, rowing club people, ex-coal miners, tough guys, all ready to spring into action for their home base.
So who exactly did the pushing?
There's a militant wing inside the Union. A group of people whose duties don't involve manual labor, but peacekeeping in the neighborhood, making sure everything runs smoothly.
Hardy's boys?
That sounds a bit like organized crime.
They're like you guys. Idealistic people who want to make sure bad things don't happen. And if they already have, well, punishment must follow.
Again, that sounds like organized crime.
So these idealists killed our victim?
One day Titus Hardy,
Yeah.
leader of this peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, "Boss, socialist democratic fervor drove us to take it upon ourselves to kill this beast that was burdening the land."
You know, I am not only pretty much positive that he didn't say that, I know for a fact that he didn't use that wording.
He probably worded it differently,
Yeah.
but that was the idea. Sure sounded to me like they killed him. I gave them 2 weeks paid leave and told them to lay low to avoid retaliation.
Aren't you worried we might arrest them for this?
Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martinez boys, tough and gritty. I'd like to see the man who takes them in. Besides, I sent my lawyer girl to look after them.
If he's just boasting, then it sure doesn't feel like that to you. He's not worried.
Okay. So I'm going to save the bullet for last. Because, again, this is a new thing, and Either he knows about it and is not going to like the fact that we know, or he doesn't know about it and he's going to be interested. How do you know the mercenaries were hired by the shipping company?
How do I know? Let me tell you about these people. That's their MO. It's what they do. Last winter, some poor workers in Terminal E went on a little strike. The company sent in Sediment, a security contractor. The strike was over the workers' right to wear protective footwear, Harry.
So they weren't providing the footwear?
These guys turn up and start beating people. Tell you what, Harry, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the same mercenary company after a little rebranding. And I'm sure as hell not surprised to see an army of scabs under my gates.
So you believe the scabs were organized by the security contractor?
You said it. Hell, one of those guys looks big enough to take down that proverbial elephant. Boys like that don't just happen to show up during strikes.
The name of the company's Krenel this time. It might have been Sediment before.
Of course. You're always one step ahead of me, Harry. I'm no genius. I'm in this position because people like me.
You mentioned a lawyer girl? Elizabeth, what's her name? Something French.
Oh, Liz is a bright one. I paid for that law degree myself, thinking it'll probably turn her all fancy. But hell, Harry, she came back a firebrand socialist. Sometimes she scares me with her zeal.
I've seen scarier. Tell me about Titus Hardy and his crew.
Oh, they are simply fine young men, all 7 of them. Exemplary union members, always working to advance their position in the local socialist democratic movement. Core members. Old Theo used to run them, but things really kicked into gear when Titus took the reins and named the group after himself. Gotta love his initiative.
Theo. Oh yeah, there was an old guy named Theo there.
Interesting. Who's second in command?
They're almost all of them great guys, born leaders. Whatever happened, I'm sure they only had the best interests of Martinez and Revachol in mind.
Right.
Work with them. Hell, interview them. But don't fight them. They really are just like you. Men who like beer, women, and some order on the streets.
Beer, woman, and some order on the streets. I don't know if Kim fits that bill. Evrart, I met these Hardys. Can you ask them to cooperate with me?
But of course, it's the least I can do for my good friend Harry. I'll do it right after we've concluded this talk.
Nice.
You can now go and tell Titus about this. See what he has to say.
Not sure it will help completely.
Also, Harry, here's 5 real.
Wait, why are you giving it to me?
I'm not giving you anything. I'm just holding out 5 real.
I don't need it. I only wanted you to help me with the Hardy boys.
Oh, I wasn't offering it to you, just holding it out there. But I'm willing to share information. Was there anything else?
The less I owe Evrart Claire, the better. I think. There was a bullet in the hanged man's head.
So they shot him.
He sounds pleasantly surprised.
He was shot in the head before he was hanged.
How odd. I don't know what to say, Lieutenant. They told me they hanged him. A hanged man is what I saw when I took a look into that yard. What I do know is, the case is in safe hands. If anyone can get to the bottom of this shot and hanged man, it's my 2 little policemen. Godspeed, policeman.
Thanks. I want to hear this again.
By now, I'm sure you've figured out, Harry, this strike is the...
You mean our victim?
A security. I'm talking beef. Everything they did there. No, you haven't, Harry. I haven't told you anything about the crime yet. Now, I haven't personally witnessed the brutality. About my fun container, it's a hoot, Harry. Who knows? Maybe you'll be in here the next time they move it. It will be very fun, I promise.
This sounds more like a threat than a promise.
But enough about me and my container. One of them got downright...
By
Harry, we got grit, Harry. There's a military...
That sounds
There...
again.
So did...
He...
Aren't you worried?
No,
Okay,
I'm not.
sorry
If he's
everyone.
just boast.
Was it a good talk? I'm not sure we made much headway here. I was hoping we'd bust the case wide open. Heck, I even wanted to tell you what I really want to achieve with the strike.
Well, go right ahead, why don't you?
I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinez. And of course, I also wanted you to find your gun. But it's like I can't completely trust you. Yet.
Oh, here it comes. Yet?
Yes, Harry. It's like I can't fully trust you if you're not a man of the left. I want to, but I just can't.
A man of the left. So you have to be a social democrat. He's been hurt too much in the past by men who aren't social democrats.
I like option 3. I'm not a man of the left, I'm a patriot. You're right not to trust me, I take care of me, I'm a hustler, I grind. This is another corrupt scheme, isn't it? I'm neither left nor right, I do what my heart tells me to do. None of these options are amazing.
What does your heart tell you about your lost gun, Harry? Does it tell you to forget about it? Or do you think it wants to be found? I think it's lonely and cold. I think it wants to be found, and I have a proposal for you.
I'm listening.
And what would this entail?
Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. You just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper, and then mail it to my accountant in La Delta.
Kim, what do you think of this?
It depends. I don't think what we just got from Mr. Clare was very useful.
But, he thinks, it's your call.
As I said, it weighs on me heavily. But once we get really talking, well, I'm going to hand you the keys to Martin A's, and maybe even help you figure out who's behind this killing.
Alright, what are the signatures for?
I'm glad you asked, Harry. The Union is going to build a modern youth centre in Martin A's. It will be righteous. We're going to get those teenagers off drugs and on roller skates.
It's adorable.
There's a nameless little street on the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed. I just need 2 more signatures to get this mission off the ground, Harry.
Where is this place, exactly?
On the coast, Harry, across the canal. There's a cul-de-sac there, a little village they're calling it. A gloomy place. You'll find it. I trust your detective skills, Harry.
Right, what will happen to the current occupants?
They are just going to have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months, and then they'll be living like kings. Right next to a fancy new youth centre, designed by the best architects from Stella Marie.
Well, this doesn't seem so awful, honestly. Now, I'm sure there's more to it, but if it's anything like the last task, it's honestly not so bad. Sure, I'll accept the task.
You bring joy to my heart, Harry. Such a pleasure to be working with you. Here.
He hands me an open white envelope.
You need to get signatures from Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter. The cul-de-sac is right past the pawn shop and across the canal. I hear there is some trouble with the water lock, but they should fix it by Wednesday morning.
Right.
Once you have the signatures, mail this to 13022 La Rocca in La Delta. Then we can talk about your gun.
Anything new here?
Most certainly, Harry. By all means, Harry. What's on your mind?
Right, so whenever I talk to this guy, I end up owing him something else. Don't really like that. Oh yeah. I'll look at that later. 2 signatures for Evrart. So, let's leave and examine this little envelope he gave us. Heals some morale there, which is nice.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 40 month construction period and the zoning plan in the addendum.
Let's look at the zoning plan.
The youth center cuts into the ocean like the bow of some great modern ship. Apparently, it's going to cover most, if not all, of the street and the square between the existing houses. It's 3 stories tall.
Sounds like quite the undertaking.
It's going to be awfully close to the already existing buildings, almost wall to wall, practically integrating them into the youth center. This is either an ominous or cool architectural choice. Hard to say.
Kim, what do you think of this?
I'm no property lawyer, but it looks fine. I like the print side. They're not selling or leasing anything. It's not a perfect solution, but...
Okay, let's put the documents back in the envelope. And let's take a look at our clothes. Logic, we get +1 from our dress shirts. Interesting. So we got the shirt because we went to the racist's house. So what else do we have? Anything that gives boost to logic? No, not so lucky. Alright. Let's see if we can find some interesting little loophole here. Not that we necessarily need one.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 40 month construction period and the zoning plan in the addendum.
So, the chance is even higher now.
There is
Excellent.
no loophole. The simple truth is the current residents are going to lose their street access, and for the next 12 to 40 months, their lives will be dominated by constant construction noise right next door.
Wait, what are the ramifications of this?
Once the construction starts, it'll probably take a few months, a year maybe, for even the most stubborn occupants to get tired of living like this. After that, they'll sell their property for cheap and move out.
Look, Kim, these people are gonna have to move away. Can we do something about it?
I should have seen it.
The lieutenant frowns as he reads over the document again.
Evrart probably has eyes on us, but we could try to get other people to sign this instead of those listed. Or you could forge their signatures yourself. By the time he finds out, we'll already be gone.
That's not such a bad idea, Kim.
However, we'll need access to the coast before we do anything. Evrart won't believe you got villager signatures if you can't even get to the village. You can try a forgery as soon as we can cross the waterlock.
Not such a terrible idea. Gotcha. Okay. Wonder if this toolbox is open yet. Wouldn't that be nice? No. Now, what about the shipping container?
You're back before the...
Nothing there. Right, so where am I going? The task you just gave me... Whoops. I keep doing escape. So the task you just gave me, I can't do until Wednesday. Murder weapon, no leads. Smoker... Okay, we can do something about that. The death smell, we can do something. This is sending Kim away. We can do that later tonight. The borscht, I really thought... Oh, we should talk to Titus Hardy. You know what I think? I think the man smoking outside, he may have been the one who placed the call. Because he clearly wants to work with us, but he doesn't want to be identified as someone who worked with the police. That makes a lot of sense to me. But, it's just a theory. I think it's a pretty good theory, but even good theories can be completely wrong. Now, where do we go next? I don't really want to talk to Measurehead. Does Call Me Mañana have anything new to say?
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
He does. That weasel I visited. Turns out he has one hell of a colonial mug collection.
Yeah, the janitor who gave me the key to his apartment said the guy's a bit of an asshole.
See how we're all busy concentrating on the racist mugs? That's what the ruling class wants. Oh my god. Freaking tanky. Yes, his mug collection certainly represented antiquated social values.
Like I said before, I don't know much about this weasel, but the bossman said he's a real piece of work. Thanks for helping out, friend.
Yeah, I feel a lot better about that. The scab. You got something there to say?
Right to work! When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for other people.
He shifts uncomfortably in his workers' overalls. What do the strikers want?
Beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we have the right to work!
There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem ill-fitting.
I'm pointing my flashlight at him, I just realized. Ill-fitting, what does that mean?
His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man with much more corpulence.
You're wearing new clothes?
He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising both fists in the air. The clothes are obviously not his.
Interesting.
Silence is the answer. There's something off here, but he won't say what.
Alright, I'm gonna leave Something going on there. What about the racist lorry driver?
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
I know you've been giving me the runaround. Fess up. Where's the lady driver?
I don't know what you're talking about.
First, you knew C. Lang didn't do it.
He did something. He stole his employer's goods and another lorryman's job. You should be thankful for the tip.
Yeah, really gonna remember it.
He's been expecting this. He's really puffed himself up.
Then why are you smirking?
Listen up, fuckwits. You don't scare me. You cops don't run Evashel West. You don't run Martinez. You don't run anything.
So who does? The lady driver?
No. He means La Puta Madre.
A legendary, and not in a good way, crime boss from Jamrock. Controls what is probably the most powerful organized crime outfit in Revachol West.
I think I know what that means in Spanish. I'm not gonna repeat it.
Looks like the lieutenant has a plan. Let him do this.
Alright. For once, yeah, you can take the reins, Kim.
Yeah, him.
Then I presume you are familiar with his peonies.
Yeah, they're his little bitches. He's got them all over the unions.
Not just the unions. He has peonies everywhere. Some say he even has them in the RCM. Dirty fucking peonies who'd do anything for him. Multi-ethnic drug addicts.
Okay.
You're not peonies. You wouldn't be investigating a drug thing if you were.
No, of course not. We are not peonies. But if we were, and one of Madre's drivers were to be stealing from him, then it's a good peony's job to find out who that is. It's not a hard job. It won't take a long time. It won't make Padre Madre angry. But a stupid fucking racist is standing in the way, protecting this fucking thief.
Oh my god, Kim. Kind of a turn on.
I'm not scared of you or the mob. I'm under the protection of the Lorrymen and Carters Guild.
Sounds British there for a second.
You've seen that corpse in the ceramic armor there. Did his shitty little guild protect him?
Jesus, Kim.
Nah, you wouldn't just leave him out there if you...
He tries to light a fresh cigarette, but his hands are shaking now. The sentence simply ends.
The lieutenant turns and gives you a barely perceptible nod.
I like shining a flashlight in this guy's eyes.
I've softened him up as best I could. Now it's on you to finish the job.
I don't think I have anything that increases half-life, but I could always check. Anything that reduces it? No. Well, it's a white check.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
The main thing is to not overdo it, even when you're trying to scare someone. The most important thing is, how does it look on your resume?
The jig's up. I've got the goods on you.
Oh yeah? And what goods are those?
You know, your goods.
There's some kind of homo thing?
Yeah, maybe it is.
Okay, that's enough, detective. That's enough. We'll just have to ask someone else about the lady driver. Let's go.
Alright, well, we could increase our half-life a little bit. It's, what, 6 p.m. now? Let's see if the workers are still hanging out in the whirling in rags. Alright, quick save. And, ooh, let's see if you have something new to say.
I've got nothing to say to you.
Looks like the circus
Okay,
left town,
can we just...
but the clowns are still here.
Titus does not look particularly happy to see me. Me and Evrart talked. He promised me you'd cooperate.
Oh, so you went and talked to my mommy, and now she's making me play with you. Is that it, lawman?
Yeah, you got it.
And what's gonna happen if we don't? You gonna go and tell on us?
Very mature, guys. Evrart sent word already, right?
Yeah, I heard him. Now fuck do you think I'm doing here? You'd have your ass handed to you if it wasn't for the boss man's word. Let me state this very clearly, capo. Hello, officer. I'm Titus Hardy, And these are my boys. Hardy boys. How may we assist you?
Well, I suppose it was pretty clear.
Explosive laughter follows. To his men, Titus Hardy is a golden god. They want to laugh at his jokes even before they leave his lips. This guy is a born leader.
I don't like how low the chances are on this still.
This time
That's a
it's going
shame.
to work. You already ruled out the first bad.
Stop shitting your pants. You don't need to know, all right? We took care of it.
Ugh.
The law handled it, all right?
Right.
Yeah. Aren't you listening? It's done. Finito.
I guess we're both the law around here if you start to think about it.
No, asshole. You're nobody. I'm the law.
Ouch.
Stop yelling about the goddamn law in my establishment. We get it. You're all the law.
That's the funniest thing Garth said all game.
Let's just all cool off. We had some questions, that's all.
Okay, I'm gonna take off. I have to level up my authority to actually talk to these guys. Well, that could have gone better. Could have gone a lot better. Okay, so 6 p.m. There's still stuff to do. I've got 5 dots. I could try to level up my authority. Yeah, I got a pretty huge thing here. What about my clothes? Was there any clothes that gave me more authority? What about less authority? No, neither. Okay. Oh. It's a little weird. Anyway, I'm gonna talk to the guy outside the bookstore. Maybe he's got something fun to tell me. Oh, the woman outside the bookstore. Good one?
Yes? Hello?
She nods, her attention fully focused on reading. Who are you?
Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
Is that so?
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much. If she's such a working class woman, why isn't she working?
Shouldn't a working class woman be working?
Not all the time. Right now I'm browsing books. Even a working class woman needs something to read.
Good, good.
It is.
I'm a policeman.
I know you are.
Good then.
Mm-hmm.
She reverts her attention to the soggy books on the bookstand. Yeah, it's raining. Why are the books out? Do you need the help of a policeman?
What with?
She tries hard to focus on the bookstand.
This citizen thinks she can do without your assistance. Don't buy it. They all need help.
Maybe your husband is missing.
My husband? No, he's not.
So where could he be?
I don't know. At home now? Out drinking with his friends? Working?
Where is this going, officer?
So what I'm hearing is you don't really know where your husband is.
Yes, but I don't really need to know where my husband is. Not all the time.
Wouldn't you like to?
No.
She looks at you straight in the eye. Her right foot is tapping nervously. I can totally help you find your missing husband.
Why are we still talking about this? I haven't lost my husband.
She has, though. The husband is totally lost. You should tell her that it's okay.
It's okay.
What?
It's alright to not know where your husband is. Nothing shameful in that.
Who said anything about shame? Stop talking down to me. My husband is not missing.
What is going on in this conversation?
But he is. You can feel it. Or maybe it's something else then.
Maybe your children are missing.
No, absolutely not.
Her words come out quick as gunshots. So where are they?
Are you a policeman or a nanny?
Nanny? Where are they? Wait, no, I police wherever I want.
They are not missing, sir.
You know where they are. They're at home, smoking, giving the ladder of vices a chance. What if something horrible has happened? What if they're dead? That's the bad vibe you got before.
Okay, so this was a challenging check to pass, so usually I would go with this one, but, God, I do not like the idea of saying, oh, hey, what if your kids are dead to a random woman?
What? That's just... My daughters are perfectly fine. They're with their friends down in Jamrock. There's nothing to worry about.
Jamrock, huh?
She's getting upset. Her voice has risen as she tries to convince herself that her daughters are safe.
They're almost grown up now anyway. They're past the age they need me protecting them from everything now.
I'm afraid the danger is now greater than ever. Tell me, how old are they?
My youngest girl, Jolie, is just shy of 16. Jenny, she is turning 18 next month. But we shouldn't even be talking about them.
And can you describe me their appearance? Any features that stand out? Something to make identifying a little easier?
Why do you need to know this? Haven't I repeatedly told you that they're not missing? That they're in Jamrock, safe and well, at some stupid party?
It's for the investigation. I'm trying to be professional.
There is no investigation here. I can tell you that.
She picks up a book and tries to concentrate. A flock of seabirds passes by. Maybe your cockatoo is missing.
I don't mean to disrespect, sir, but you are being a bit of a cockatoo here.
I've known a cockatoo.
For what it's worth, I agree. But cockatoos can't be stopped when they get ladies. It's better to indulge him at this point.
Ma'am, I was asking about your cockatoo. Is it missing?
I don't even have a cockatoo. And guess what?
Chicken butt?
Even if I had, it wouldn't be missing.
Alright, cockatoo not missing. I just wanted to make sure.
Great.
Just one more question. What did you mean by me being a cockatoo?
Nothing. Go read up on them if you're so interested. There's a great book in the bookstore.
Maybe you should. What if the cockatoo is your astral captain? Or your heraldic bird?
Actually, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Thanks for the tip.
Wonderful. The store is open.
I can't believe they gave me a quest. Alright, let's watch her browse books.
Her hands move over the book covers. The tips of her fingers look rough, stained with yellow. It seems like she has spent a lot of time at work, smoking.
That's all for the moment. I'll let you read.
The woman before you nods and returns to her reading.
I don't know what just happened there. Not sure I liked it, though. Read up on cockatoos at the bookstore. Wait, is this where he fakes his own death? Oh, she's reading, Dick Mullen books. There was a Dick Mullen book about that. I think there was. Right. What's next? Wash off death smell. Oh, right, the apartments. Yeah. While I've got Kim here, we should interview that guy. Yeah, it's a great idea. I think it was this way. Oop.
There. Working class drunk. You know what this means, right?
Case solved.
Cracked it. All in a good day's work.
Wait, what did I crack exactly?
What do you mean, what did I crack? Look at how working class that drunk is.
It's her husband, the missing husband.
Yes, and you found him. Now go and tell the working class woman. Protect and serve, recruit. Didn't she repeatedly tell you her husband isn't missing though? But he is missing. You heard her. The worry in her voice.
This doesn't add up. I'm only making a fool of myself.
Do marriages make any sense? Does honor? You're not a filthy philosopher. You're an officer of law. It's time to ace this case and not brood over your reputation. We can deal with the perception management later.
Well, I'm doing a sober campaign, so this is nonsense.
Not honorable, recruit. Not honorable at all.
Oh well. Anyway, I gotta get rid of this stupid flashlight. Yeah. Stop that. And let's head into the apartment complex. So, I still got a lot of checks I need to pass. You know, I'm not going the right way for the apartment complex, but I am going the right way to talk to Joyce. I probably should.
Hello again, officers.
No. Alright, Joyce, what's the deal?
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Not an umbrella, I hope. I don't need one myself, you see.
Neither do I.
Very rugged. Good choice. Now, I suspect you had questions. Nothing like talking to pass a rainy day. Am I right?
I've talked to Evrart Claire.
You have? And how did you like Mr. Clare?
Lots of options here. There's I didn't, which I think she'll like. Bloated Rainbow Socialist. He's not the champion I have chosen. The international community. Well, that's probably true. It's not important if I liked him. I was just doing my job.
Of course, Detective. Excuse me for implying otherwise.
The RCM does not pick sides in this. I hope it doesn't come off any other way.
Of course. And I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt verm myself. However, if you felt like discussing something, how could I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another person's take? It's only natural. We would only be gossiping.
Well, it is fun to gossip.
Yes, your disgusting necktie agrees completely. Let's gossip.
Ooh, maybe I shouldn't be gossiping. Mr. Evrart is helping me find my gun. He asked me to open a door.
A referral, you mean? I take it this was for someone in the RCM. Don't answer that.
No, I mean like a real door to someone's house.
Oh my. A real door?
The lieutenant does not say anything, but you hear the nylon of his jacket rustle as he looks at you.
It had to be done. I got information. It was useful to the case.
That's good to hear, Detective. Police work is rarely pretty, but it sounds like you did what you had to do.
Her bartering mind cannot fathom that you didn't ask anything in return.
Frankly, what was done was not pretty at all, but neither was it illegal, and it was not for nothing.
He turns to me.
This seems serious.
I advise you to be very selective with what information you choose to share. This may have consequences beyond our line of sight.
Evrart said the Wild Pines sent mercenaries after the Union, and now one's dead.
The company did not send mercenaries after the Union. I told you in great detail about the mistakes my side made. And of course, I accept them completely. I just hope you don't share Evrat's view on things. After all, as he said, one's dead now. The Pines certainly hasn't killed any of theirs.
Look who's defensive suddenly.
He didn't seem at all worried about the whole conflict that's developing.
I wouldn't have taken Evrart for a saber rattler. Was he surrounded by Union men he wanted to impress?
He was not.
No. It was more like he wanted things to get worse. In secret, of course.
He wasn't trying to impress anyone. I think he wants things to escalate.
Or he wants you and me to believe he wants to go to war.
Oh god, lots to consider here.
There's always that risk, man. But if I may offer my opinion, he means it.
Kim's right. I'm pretty sure he meant it.
I'll think it over, Detective. Thank you for relaying this information to me.
No worries, Joyce.
This gave her pause. She's pensive, suddenly. Hard to say about what. Have I underestimated the Union's ferocity? She has to ask herself by now.
That's all I've got to say.
What you've said is quite enough. You've given me a lot to consider, and may have helped me prevent this conflict from escalating.
Hear that, hero?
Yay.
Feels good, doesn't it? You should relay confidential information more often.
He asked me to deliver an envelope.
Sounds like he has you running errands, Detective. A well-established dominance ritual. Where did he have you deliver it?
To a nameless settlement, down the coast, nearby.
Ah, yes. I've been meaning to go there.
She looks over the bay.
With longing. Clear and simple longing. Strange. Why does she want to go there?
You're quite fond of this village, aren't you?
I should be. In my youth, I had a brief dalliance here in Martinez. He was an older man with impossibly broad shoulders.
I think I gotta get the bonk stick again.
He's probably dead by now. Even his shack is long gone. Not that it matters. These buildings are all carbon copies of one another.
When you were a teen, quote-unquote slumming it, like you told me before.
I'm glad to see your short-term memory appears intact. In any case, I wasn't a teen anymore. I would have been in my early 20s. I remember a distinctly vile disco track.
Disco isn't vile.
It is. But not as vile as me.
Oh, I like her. She looks over the bay, her green eyes shining. Sound like you miss those times.
Not overly so. It's not like this was the only place we visited. Me and my girlfriends from Azon with our shiny boats. Like reavers, we told ourselves we were the worst thing to happen to the coast since the Coalition landed in '08. Imagine.
She tosses her head.
She's sentimental, all right. You don't know enough about her to find out why exactly. She will keep her secrets for now.
He wants to build a youth center here for the children of Martinez.
A youth center with Edgar Clare's statue on top of it.
Her eyes run across the water remorsefully.
Go ahead. Help him. Make it so. I have no power to stop him.
Alright, so you said he can't buy the place?
Yes. I'm sad I'll never have the time, Detective. I've always wanted a dilapidating fishing village.
She is more defensive about it than usual.
Interesting.
Full of ghosts and ancient memories. Has this errand yielded you any information?
Not yet.
Of course, Detective. Should something come up later down the road, don't be afraid to drop by for a chat. Until then, is there anything I can help you with?
Nope, not right now. So it's 6:42. Still plenty of time left in the day. Oh, I was going in the right direction. It was over here. Yeah, okay. Oh, wait. Oh, no, Kunos is there. Right. Let's quick save. A container I can't open, equip a pry bar. Maybe that would be useful for the toolbox. Something to consider. I'm sure I'll see Evrart Claire again. Eviction notices and missing pets are plastered on top of each other. Delightful. Okay. This box is filled with cleaning chemicals. Smells of laundry detergent. An old shoe rack. Boots, sneakers, and old slippers. These shoes come in 3 different sizes. So a family? Apartment 12. A loud rumbling snore comes from within. Gotcha. What's happening here? Huh. So +1 logic, -1 authority. Interesting. It's a little... I mean, I get why they don't allow you to change clothes in the middle of talking to somebody, but... would be nice. Someone has drawn a 5-pointed star on the wall.
That isn't just a 5-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers. The iconography of communism, in other words.
Interesting.
The star and antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Mezov and the communards during the revolution.
So, 100 years ago.
Even today, half a century after, the star and antlers retains the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure.
Why is the star upside down?
To symbolize the toppling of the old order.
Makes sense.
Also, some social democrats were already using it.
What's the deal with the antlers?
The wreath of antlers represents a natural crown. It was about building a society that could exist in accord with the natural world, and at the same time, above it.
Why white?
Because white is the color of peace.
What does it evoke in me?
You see noble aims, but also mountains upon mountains of corpses. They should have taken a more measured approach. Also, you're really smart.
Okay, I can tell that you're mocking me. Not sure I appreciate it. Yeah, sure. I'll take 4 cents. Whoa! I'll definitely take 6.85. The hell happened there? Sure. Door number 9 is locked. Right, these are my new duds. Got 6 skill points. Oh wait. Apartment 8, their mailbox is overflowing. Sure, I'll take a quarter. The graffito says a firing squad for the rich. So I'm guessing a lot of commies live here. A note reads foreclosed by Martinez Realty Associates. Well, if it's foreclosed, then why isn't it foreclosed? The sea below looks cold and winter gray. Oh, interesting. If I hold down right click, I get this little halo above me. Someone has torn down the wall. An old grocery list under the table and checks. Ooh, alright. Now, we could go to the balcony. No, wait. Come over here. Let's talk to the old woman first.
Give me a moment.
An elderly woman is leaning on her broom, her knuckles white as bone. She seems to be having difficulty breathing.
The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
She sneezes into a dirty handkerchief. Are you alright? Should I call a doctor?
I'm fine. Fine. Don't you worry about me.
She starts coughing, red spots appearing on her cheeks.
You're still worried. It's very worrying.
Yeah, I'm gonna catch the Rona.
Now, what do you want from me, policeman?
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residence.
Who are you?
I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans these hallways.
Do you live here?
If you could call it living.
Wow, I've used that line.
I have a little room upstairs right next to the coal room. It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company. And that's all I need from this world.
I'm looking for Martin Martinez.
Oh, you'll find plenty of Martins here. Don't you worry.
She smiles a gap-toothed smile when she hears you mention the name. What do you mean? I wasn't joking.
Pea-brain. Someone played a trick on you. Martin Martinez is a name for anyone who comes from Martinez. Like Jim Jamrock or Raoul Ravachol.
Yeah, I kind of figured that out. I guess my character didn't.
Oops. You really didn't get the joke there.
Yeah, it's your fault, Rhetoric.
I thought it was obvious. Anyway, officer, we don't have the witness's name.
How about a young male in his mid-20s, dark hair, skinny build, a smoker on the balcony? Knows where he lives? Know where he lives?
Yes, yes. I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil. Right?
She looks at the other end of the hallway.
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
What's he in trouble for?
No trouble, I just want to talk to him. Do you know where he lives?
Talk?
She squeezes her broom, trying to catch her breath.
He lives upstairs in room
Oh.
28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. He's usually home in the evening.
Well, it's kind of the evening.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if he's home.
Good thinking, Kim. I have a few questions about those apartments.
Ask away, policeman.
Do you know who lived in the foreclosed apartment?
The hell am I supposed to know? Another nut job, I assume.
I don't even know anything about these. Oh, Cindy! Cindy the Skull. Why is there a hole in the wall in the abandoned apartment?
Some lunatic lost his mind. All kinds of morons pass through these halls.
With how small these rooms are, wouldn't you want to break the wall down?
Is one of the residents on a vacation? Their mailbox is overflowing.
People come and go. I don't keep an eye on everyone.
I don't think that's true.
They probably just moved or died. Hopefully somewhere else.
What can you tell me about Cindy the Skull?
The artiste? Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls faster than I can clean them. Still...
She leans on her broom.
She leaves an old lady to her business. More than I can say for others.
Okay, we get it. That's all.
She mumbles some kind of a response, then hacks something into her handkerchief.
Well, I'm off. Enjoy your miserable life. So that's the exit. Some of these doors I can interact with. How about you? Whoa! Wasn't expecting that. These shower curtains are covered in some sort of slime. Take the magnesium. And we'll take some money. Funny how these people are destitute, living in poverty, and they're just leaving cents around like crazy.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says number 11.
Let's leave. For now. How about you?
You hear someone walking around inside.
Before I go crazy, I gotta go up to the balcony here. Just let me go to the balcony, please. Ooh. Oh, hey, I can talk to Cindy. Face to face now.
Ooh, the piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves. But here you are.
We cops don't like closed doors or unreachable perches. Or people having the high ground on us.
Yeah, you got me now. The dynamic between us has completely changed.
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil.
Is that heavy fuel oil?
Red-dyed heavy fuel oil, intended for exclusive use in government vehicles, to be precise.
He says, studying the contents of Cindy's bucket.
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself. Back in Jamrock.
Interesting. Siphoning fuel, huh?
She really did it. She's proud of it, too.
Fumes are bad for you.
Something to think about next time you're driving around in your pretty little piggy carriage.
Alright, you win this round, Cindy. What's this? Whoa! Not where I meant to go, but now that I'm here, you can check it out. Someone's been sleeping here recently. Oh, it's the old cleaning woman. No, not Cindy. I'm gonna quick save here. Don't want to go up in flames. Enough coal to last for several winters. Smells of chemicals. Ooh! Dungarees. Poor l'homme laborer jeans. We can't open that. Or can we? Oh! Wow, that worked. Interesting. That worked really well. Maybe I should check out that toolbox again. Oh yeah, what's this address? Oh wait, no. Don't go there.
Ruination has come. The broken arches betray the once grand history of this building. It towered over the harbor until it happened.
Form a guess about what happened. I don't need to guess. It was the Bloody Revolution.
A great force from the northeast fired into the city. Heavy artillery shelled the coastline. Fired from the water. A straight shot into Revachol. The tenement acted as a defensive wall against the worst of the shelling, until it was destroyed, and they had a direct firing line.
Let's take in the ocean.
The waves of the Martinez Inlet rolled over the fallen remains of the building. The dark waters obscured the better part of the remains. What didn't fall into the ocean was used as scrap. What wasn't used as scrap was thrown into the ocean.
Let's look at the ruins.
Those arches acted as support for something greater than what you see now. Only 3 stories stand where 9 to 12 once did. Restoration has failed. What the shelling took out was never rebuilt.
Who did this damage?
A fleet. The combined armies of Occident and Grad. With Mesk volunteers. A 5-nation army. Hundreds of vessels. They massed airships further down, in the Bay of Revachol. The artillery was so powerful. The ships not only required gyroscopic stabilization, they were anchored into the ocean floor as well. Many are still there to this day. If you squint, you can just barely see the shadow on the water, far in the northeast. Cannon still ready to placate Revachol.
Hey Kim, do you know who shelled our city?
The Coalition. But that was a long time ago. I think we should move on. It's chilly up here.
He does not like talking politics of this kind.
I'm trying to figure out, it seems like Kim is mostly neutral. The game doesn't give him shit for it. I shouldn't be swearing. The game doesn't insult him for it like he insults us. The door is locked. You can't get in. The chair's new. Someone lives back there. Check it out later. Take lots of money. Above, tarps flap in the wind. Forgotten hammers and nails rust. Well, I think we need to use a different balcony door. In fact, I think I know exactly what balcony door we need to use. Okay, there's the old woman again. Check out this journal thing. The smoker on the balcony. Right. So I know where we need to go. I was washed. Right here. Okay. You hear distant traffic. Night is falling on the city. A maroon glow of light pollution rises from the east. The breaker box is full of cigarette butts and electric wires. That's safe. Oh wait, before I move up there, anything else? You. Man, we are making tons of muns just walking around this building. There's something here. Just a door, nothing for you here right now. You say that, and I guess you're right. But what if you weren't right? Yeah. How about you? No, doesn't work with locked doors. I definitely got to try it on that toolbox though, if I can remember. Someone's growing rosemary, thyme, and a cactus. This is the door to apartment 29. Complete silence. Whoever lives here isn't home. Door to apartment 30. Voices from within, singing to some buoyant dance track. So this is number 28.
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security. Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony lives.
Let's see if anyone's home. Knock on the door.
No one answers.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is in the evening.
He looks around, taking in the cold spring air.
We should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good?
What do you mean?
The smoker on the balcony. This is why we are here, right? He might know something about the murder. So tomorrow 9 p.m.?
Suddenly, he's a little worried about your memory. Don't worry. It's mostly all still here. You can remember things. You got this.
Alright, tomorrow, 9 p.m.
Tomorrow, 9 p.m., right here. Apartment number 28. Good, let's go.
Damn.
Alright.
Turns out it's quite tricky finding someone in a big apartment building. Don't worry. You'll get him. Remember, tomorrow. He's probably gone for today.
Well, if you say so. And it even says, yeah, come back tomorrow. Right. So, what else is there to do? I think we should look around the, Oh, wow. This is back. Interesting. Something we can try, I suppose. Anything else? Oh, Joyce Messier. Right. Forgot all about that. Anyway, I think it's time to explore a little more of the apartment complex. I thought this was going to take a while interviewing this guy, but it turns out we can't even interview this guy. Not yet, at least. So, what was your deal? Right, we already went... Didn't I already check that? Oh, yeah, I did. Right, I'm doing a sober playthrough, or at least attempting one.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says number 11.
Let's examine the padlock.
It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work of it.
Is that so?
Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise.
Let's knock.
No reply.
Tempting. Very tempting.
You hear someone walking around. The walking stops abruptly, but no one comes to the door. You can feel tension on the other side. A poor communard, from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
This is what I'm talking about when I say the technical aspects of this game could be a little better. This time, the steps come closer. Who's this? Demands a female voice, wary and tense. This is the police. Open up.
Do I have to open the door?
You hear the clacking of heels again as the other side walks right up to the door. Her tone is now getting a defensive edge.
Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment.
It's generally easier to do things if you have literally any reason.
Good advice, Logic. God, I'm so close to sneezing, but it's just not happening. Right, so do we have any other doors we can interact with? Doesn't look like it. Wait, what? Waves crashing in the darkness. Was there one up here? I remember Cindy the Skull had her whole deal, and there was a coal room. Oh, and there was the, thing there. Yeah, this was the coal room. I'm pretty sure, at least. So, right, let's equip our handy-dandy little bolt, or chain cutters, as the game calls them here, and take a look inside this apartment. If Kim will let us. If he won't, then we just wait for him to leave.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says, number 11.
Interfacing. Right. Hold on, where is it? Close. Interfacing. I got +1 because of my gloves. Alright, well, a little better.
This door has been closed with a padlock.
Then a 50-50 shot.
The shackle snaps like a twig, and the lock falls to the floor with a little thud. It should be possible to enter now.
After you, detective.
Why are we going in here? What is going on here? Is that supposed to be Karl Marx? A flamboyant poster of a white star. Real lithography? Lithography? Yeah, this is a true commie. Photos of revolutionaries posing with guns. Books of critical theory on the monstrosities of capital, and such. Ooh. Okay. +1 conceptualization. Interesting. I'll keep the RCM code on for now. Kim? Hello? Alright, we'll check in later.
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads, Kraz Marzov.
Why does this tenant have a bust of a communist leader and pictures of communist revolutionaries and a big communist star in their bedroom?
The white star, the photos on the wall. I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard. How fitting.
Fitting, huh? If you say so. Oh, wait. Revolutionaries love to pose with their guns. I don't think you're wrong about that. So we've got a few minutes left in this episode. Is there anything else we can just bang right out? Heraldic bird, huh? Right. So I could go to the bookstore, or I could walk with Kim. Let's go to the bookstore. Might as well. And anything else over here? Nothing I can see. No, nothing jumps out at me. I don't want to... Oh, wait, I can try this check again. That's right.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Conceptualization. I have something that will help this out. I just got it. In fact. Okay, conceptualization. Right, we'll put this on. We'll put this on. And let's see how our chances are.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing
yeah.
to see here.
Alright, let's try it.
Because you
wow.
see it, finally. This wall is sublime. Look at it. The shadows, the colors.
Let the conceptual joy flow into your pupils and blossom into thoughts in your brain.
All the other walls on all the other houses must make a pilgrimage in adoration of this, the uncontested pinnacle of wallcraft, color peeled from the very face of God.
More!
Oh, wall father.
Kim, I must paint this wall. Add even more beauty to it.
Huh? He sounds tired of it all.
First, I know you're tired, Kim, but take another look at this wall. Draw nourishment from its beauty.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
And the lieutenant looks up at the wall reluctantly, then back to you. I think first is another thing that you can always select. I'm sure I'll find the materials. Then we can come back to this magnificent wall.
I suppose we have to pass by it again at some point anyway.
He says in a tone of resignation. Come on, I'm your manic pixie dream girl boyfriend, Kim. You gotta get used to my impulses like this. Right, so that went well. At least in my opinion it did. So what else was there? I don't think there's anything to do over here. We could try to unlock the toolbox. I don't really see the point. Let's see if there's anything in the bookstore. I could probably talk to Plaisance about the bird book.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
I'm looking for a book about cockatoos.
A book about cockatoos? There should be one upstairs, right next to the shelf of biographies.
Is that so? Farewell for now. I don't think that's Krasmazov. It's probably whatever this universe's version of Adam Smith is. Merely looking at that unmanly haircut threatens your masculinity. Right, we should also change clothes while we're here. Put this on. Now, this is...
Shelves
oh,
filled to
Dick
the
Mullen.
brim.
You are... biographies?
Shelves full of biographies of...
Here we are.
A sulfur-crested cockatoo sits on the cover, its beak slightly open. It looks as if the bird is calling out the book title, From A to Zurich, a guide to a well-behaved cockatoo.
Let's flip through the pages.
Turns out that there are so many different cockatoo species, and they all have behavioral problems.
Hey, I have behavioral problems. What about this guide to cockatoos, storekeeper?
It's a must-have if you own a cockatoo. I've heard they're quite capricious.
Okay, I want to buy the guide to cockatoos.
Oh, a nature enthusiast. Good choice. I knew it was a good idea to keep that around.
Alright, I've got a spirit animal now, so that's handy. Kim's got nothing to say about it, probably for the best. And, oh yeah, there was all that. I've already taken care of that. Let's see if Annette has something new to say.
Hi, Ace Detective.
No, not so lucky. Alright, well... I mean, we might call this episode here. I'm not really sure. I don't think there's anything I can do super fast right now. Special borscht. Add even more beauty to the wall. Who would have one? Oh, I know exactly who has one. In fact, why don't I pay her a little visit? It's this way, I believe. Oh, it's a prequel? I don't know so much about prequels. They rarely seem to get them right. Alright, let's... wait, can we use this door? Apparently we can. Handy. Okay. Let's talk to you.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Is that bed in the coal room yours?
Ooh. Not only have you found my address, you've discovered my biggest secret. I'm a coal miner.
Don't you have a real home?
Does anyone in a city like this?
She replies, wistfully looking around.
If there's pain about any particular home she's lost, she's buried it deep, fortified herself against it.
It's not the nicest place, but I guess it'll have to do.
It doesn't have to do anything at all. Nothing does. Like me. Right now, I'm doing nothing at all.
Cool. I have other questions.
Shoot, Piggy. It's what you do, isn't it?
Not without my gun, it isn't. I need some paint, and your brush too.
What for?
For art. It's for art.
Well, if it's for art. But what kind of art are we talking about?
Everything is sad and shit. We need art to make it okay. Just give me the brush.
Sounds like you're just about to live out your self-pity, not make a statement. I can't have shit art on my conscience.
To crush a man's dreams like that, I hope you're happy.
There, Piggy. I guess art just isn't really you. 'Cause you suck in life and in everything.
This is a red check. I gotta get my conceptualization real up if I want to get a brush from her. Anyway, that seems like a perfect way to end the episode. We get our artistic dreams crushed. I'm sure Kim is absolutely thrilled that we're not going to be defacing public property for no reason. I kind of want to see what good old Harry Dubois has in him when he tries his hand at graffito for the first time. Either way, we're getting some decent side quests done, earning lots of experience, and tomorrow we'll have a whole new section of the map open to us. This is turning into quite the adventure. Thanks for joining me on this little tryst, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching a World Undone video. Have a good night and take care.